Hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Y'all have no idea what I just did. Like, I just did a whole little mini segment with y'all, and we didn't even press play to go live. Like, oh my gosh. It must be the margaritas, like already. Why did I start drinking margaritas before the show started? I'm so tickled. Okay. Let me get my life together. Welcome to Friday's segment of our exclusive Real Boss Chat with your boss ladies of Dallas. I'm Boss Lady LaKendra, and I'm so excited about our next episode that we're going to be talking about on today, and that is Soul Food Sheila, because y'all know we all love some soul food. But Soul Food Sheila was, missing something very pivotal in her business, and we helped her to get it together. So if you watched the last week's episode, go ahead and drop me a 1 in the chat. And if you didn't, go ahead and drop me a 2 in the chat, because we're getting ready to watch it right now together, because it just brings a better cohesiveness when we're talking, in case you didn't get to see it. So go ahead and get your drink. Go ahead and get a little snack, and we're getting ready to play last week's episode, and I will be back with the rest of the boss ladies that are jumping in after these messages.
I am a boss, yeah. I got that sauce, yeah. Married to the mob, money talks, I could never take a loss, yeah.
Boss ladies of Dallas, we're here to serve. And I truly believe that with the mentorship program, we are on our way to helping women, all women, to succeed in life, no matter where or what they're looking to do.
Hello, boss ladies. My name is Sheila Grimes. I am an entrepreneur of 20 plus years. My restaurant is called The Comfort Zone. And I am here for your assistance because I need it. Listen, okay, I'm so embarrassed to say it, but I was addicted to gambling, which caused me to lose pretty much everything, even my business. And then the pandemic struck. So listen, I need to rebuild. I want to rebrand my business. I do love soul food, so my restaurant is pretty much soul food. However, I want to embrace the healthy eating, so that it can just spark everyone, not just the old, the millennials or the young, but everyone, because we are into healthy eating, right? So that's what I want to do. So listen, I'm not into technology. I don't know anything about it, but maybe flip it on and off the computer. And social media, no, because I'm old school. So I don't do that. So I'm here, boss ladies, for you all to assist me in rebranding me and my business so that we can make it happen. Can y'all do that?
Y'all know I love Miss Sheila.
I did too.
Chef Sheila. But I just, her story from where she was with the gambling to the soul food. Now she's rehabilitated her life, got her mind right. Now she wants to go to the healthy, holistic side. I just love her. I think that when she puts some few more hours into her craft, she is going to be something to mess with.
She went down a shit to making greens.
Hey. Say it again. She went on the slot machine to making greens. I gotta roll the dice and
roll the dice. Now she cooking right.
Is she gonna alienate her current target audience? The people who did like soul food, are they gonna change their ways just because she's trying to go healthy? Is she trying to completely change who she's marketing to, and therefore she's evolved? She's no longer people going to a restaurant.
She's evolved, and people are gonna evolve with you. That's fair.
Actually have healthy soul food.
Yes, you can. I mean,
yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
So I think she can accomplish that.
You can have vegan soul food.
That's exactly right. Soul food. Absolutely.
Really
Tina, what did you say? I'm a healthy alternative chef.
That's what you
Yes.
are.
Yes,
She's a healthy.
You can. She says she loves shrimp and grits.
Okay. Oh my God, there's a lot we can do with that.
I know. Chef Hack.
I like that.
Yes, it is. And that's important, especially with all the health issues that we have,
And
diabetes and the high blood pressure. She's trying to address that.
And so you have to understand something. Anytime you deal with a brand, it's nothing but a story. And if she can tell an engaging story that draws people in, and the fact that she used to be with gambling, she can put on there, you know what, one thing you should never gamble with is your health.
Yo, Y'all ready for this?
Everyone coming out of the pandemic is looking for what the comfort zone has. So we've got to start the hype on social media.
Sheila, welcome to my kitchen. Yes, so this is the fun part of boot camp. I know you've been dealing with the other ladies. I know I'm telling you, but this is where you can let your hair down. The best advice that I can give you in this boot camp today is find your niche. Take your skills and what you really thrive in and make that your own. We are going to see what you excel. So we have some ordinary objects. We have some carrots, strawberries, grapes. And I just want you to take some time and see what you can do with it. We're going to finish my board here. So, let's go. And I love this, since even though you're doing Southern food, that you do have a healthy menu. I love that. I love that. While you're doing that, I'm actually going to show you some different options. Everything in your menu looks so good, but what I will say, on your menu, have some separation. Let people know that when you come here, they can also get the Southern food, but they can also have a lighter portion. Some people get turned off by the fact that everything looks heavy. You have to have a lighter size.
Let me tell you something. If you put as much work into this restaurant as you did overcoming your gambling addiction, I promise you it's gonna be successful. But I need you to do a couple of things. I need you to communicate, and what do you think the last word is? That's exactly right, because closed mouth doesn't get fed, so I need you to talk about it and be about it.
On the next Boss Ladies of Dallas, can the ladies help this young entrepreneur break free from her grandmother?
They're not allowing me to do what I want, to pursue my own dreams.
She has a lot on her shoulders. She's only 18. So you have to think about what she'll be when she's 21.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
Her
girl,
upside.
consensus. Like, we all like her.
We did all yes.
I am a boss, yeah. I got that sauce, yeah. Married to the mob, money talks. I could never take a loss, yeah. Sell you a house, yeah. Cook for your spouse, yeah.
There I go again. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I just don't know what's happening. I got to get in this zen, but I just love our Boss Lady theme song. If you love our song, drop one of those little song emojis or the dancing emoji or some type of fun emoji in the comments and learn it. Like, learn how to rap on with that song. I think I need to learn. I knew it when it first came out, but I haven't sung it in a long time, so I need to get my life together. But anyway, thank y'all for joining in. You know what I'm going to ask you to do. Go ahead and share this out before I bring in the Boss Ladies, right? So we have a couple backstage. Can't wait to bring them up. But before I bring them up, y'all go ahead and get some people in the room. So like, share, and invite somebody in. Go ahead, if you are an entrepreneur, go ahead and invite in an entrepreneur bestie, or if you know somebody that's inspiring to be an entrepreneur, or just to make a shift, or just to have a shift in their life, like tag them and bring them in here. If you don't want it on your page, like, we get that too, but you can tag people, you can bring them here, because this is live and it's a public broadcast. So are y'all ready? If y'all are ready to bring in the other Boss Ladies, y'all send me some love, because I'm getting ready to bring to the stage, of course, the one and only Boss Lady, Janetta.
Woohoo! What's going on? I know I have my glass already. What's going on?
Janetta, I don't know what's going on with me today. Like, child, I did the whole beginning, and we hadn't even pressed start, and then I just don't know. I'm getting my life together.
I saw it. But you know what? Like a true boss, you bounce back, and that's what it's all about. We're going to fall, but we need to get up, and you got up and bounced back.
Okay.
So taste you.
Oh, wait a minute. Toast. You trying to drink, honey. Okay, next up is the beautiful that I mean, did y'all hear her because she was in this episode? The beautiful and the soft spoken boss lady Sharicia.
Y'all crack me up. I love y'all. I don't. My glass is downstairs. I don't have to go get it, do I?
You don't have to
No,
go get it.
you don't have to go get it.
Yeah, we
Okay.
won't murder you today.
It's great to see y'all.
It's good to see you too.
Thank
Baby,
you.
that hair stays in that flowy bounce. I love it.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So listen,
Yes.
I enjoyed Soul Food Sheila, but I didn't get to like work with her. So everybody who just saw the episode with us, go ahead right now and drop your comments about Soul Food Sheila. Sheila, just tell us like what you think or what type of suggestions you possibly even have for her to expand her business, and go ahead and drop your questions in there so the questions can go ahead and start coming in, and I can just pull them out when we start asking for questions so we can discuss. But Boss Lady Janetta, you have something to add on before we get started?
Yeah. Soul Food Sheila was I really loved her spirit, her energy,
Mhm.
and her the way she presented herself. It took a strong and a brave individual to tell us about her shortcomings and the things that she had to overcome. Everybody can't do that.
Mm-mm.
And she did that, and she asked us for help, and I really commend her for that. Just that alone, I commend her because, like I
Mhm.
said, I don't know how many people can come to a group of women that they don't know and say, "Hey, I've done this, this, and that, and I'm trying to bounce back." So yeah, I commend that. Love the song. Yeah, that song was custom written for us, and it's if you listen to the words, it breaks down each of us and what we
Mhm.
do. So thanks
Yeah,
for
I
that.
love that. Thank you, News with Attitude. I like your name. Thank you. She's tuning
Hmm.
in from our YouTube page. So Sharicia, I know that you had the opportunity to work with her. Like, what was she like? Because I didn't get to work with her.
You know what? She was very open.
Mm-hmm.
She was authentic. She wanted to learn, open to listening and being better. I loved working with her. You know what was so funny? She was so honest and so truthful. I still, I
I'm
mean,
old school. She like, I'm old school,
and she
honey.
can't turn on a computer. She doesn't know anything about technology except on and off and the power button. She was wonderful, but you could just feel her passion that just came across so authentically. We loved
Yeah,
her. She was
yeah.
great to work with.
That's awesome. How many people do we know that will tell you in a minute, I don't know how to work the computer. I don't know how to do all of this. I don't know how to do all of that. And they just like let it go from there. But she got in there and she was ready to learn.
Yes.
And I
Mm-hmm.
think that's what's going on with a lot of our businesses. Technology is changing. It's not like it used to be when I started. Okay. So I'm gonna peep out on the age here, but it wasn't like it used to be when I started. I had to learn a lot of things. So once you're willing to learn, you that's half the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop talking about Sheila. Yeah, Sheila was something.
it's all in love because we helped her to like expand and grow her business. Hey, Boss Lady Tina, I see she's in the chat. She said, "Hey, CC." Okay, so I love when Sharicia gave her the 3 C's, which is communication, communication, communication. And I also want to add curiosity, um, creating value,
Mhm.
and connections.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, so all of you who are on here and you have a business, you got to put all those 4 C's. So like Sharicia said, it's communication, and then you have to have curiosity, and I think that's where her mindset issue.
Hmm.
We're gonna ask the mindset coach, right? I think that's where she was having her problems, right? In that
Yeah.
piece, in that curiosity piece, because when we started talking about social media and all that stuff, child, she shrunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to get outside your box. We comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loves to stay in that comfort zone. And anytime that you just want to stay there, you're not going to grow.
Mhm.
So she had to get out that comfort zone. She had to go into her creativity zone in order for her to grow her business. And
Mhm.
that's what the boss ladies did for her. So, it's so many people start businesses and they start business with what they come out to shoot with, what they feel like they already know. And they're
Mhm.
not willing to grow or step outside to see what's new out there. And by Sheila doing that, her business is taking off. Her business
Yeah.
is taking off, it's flourishing because she was willing to listen, communicate, learn, and just everything that we threw at her, she was ready to grab onto it and take control.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think there's a such thing as being overconfident in your business?
Don't ask me that because you know my answer. No.
I had that conversation the other day with my client, and he was saying that he was having a discussion with his partner, and his partner told him, you know what, if you would stop being overconfident, you will be able to hear others.
I disagree because overconfident and cocky is two
Hmm.
different things. So I think what you described was cockiness. I
Hmm.
think being overconfident is a good thing because that allow you to step out.
Right.
Mhm.
That's my perception. That's my understanding of it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a different kind of cat, so that's okay.
Exactly, because I'm unapologetic, and I was like, "What?" I said, "Child, keep being unapologetic. That's why your business is a $5.2 million business." So,
Yeah, just keep it going, keep it going. But Cece point, she touched on some good things when we were listening to Sheila pitch, and she said in the Black community, I think it was UCC that said this. In the Black community, we have heart disease, we have this, we have that from high blood pressure from our food. So
Yeah.
it's so hard for us to understand the switch between throwing in all the fat back
mhm, mhm.
and the
All
Lord,
about
the grease can we have under our cabinet,
right.
and the seasoning. I mean, it's a difference. It's a
Mhm,
difference. So I don't know about our audience, if you know what I'm talking about, but we really have to step away from that. And I think, like you were saying, CC, that for us to realize that is a step in the right direction.
Mhm.
mhm,
Mhm.
mhm. Yeah, I think that I love the fact that she was willing to get outside of her comfort zone and to get into healthy soul food, because me being a vegetarian for many years, um it's possible for her to cook healthy greens and healthy candy yams and all that stuff, so she could really be seen with a broader audience instead of
Yeah.
her, she just had this one little tailgate of an audience, and then she just kind of exploded when she stepped outside of her comfort zone. So entrepreneurs, like, don't be afraid to think outside of the box.
Yeah.
Like, don't be afraid, because you already have the idea. Because I think we always have the idea, but we look at it and then we kind of shy away from it because it's like, no, I know that vision is not for me. Maybe that was for somebody else. No, it's for you. Like, follow
Hmm.
your vision, and that is the out of the box. That's really is what's going to make you unique. And I think that's what Soul Food Sheila was able to accomplish. What do y'all think? Let's go over here to the audience. Let's see who's here. Let me give a shout out. Hey Norma, good to see you. We see you every week. How are you? There she is right there.
Hey, Norma.
Hey,
Dream.
Norma.
So the hubby is in here. Hey, Mac Dreamy. That's his nickname, y'all. So
McDreamy. Can we call him McDreamy too?
you know what? All of my kids, 15 years ago, when they met him, they still call him McDreamy now, and they grown as women. So I guess the answer is yes. Regina, all the way from New York, who won our boss lady hat. Your hat is in, Regina. So we'll be getting
Woo!
you. She's
Yes.
back in. News with attitude. I just love her whole little branding right there. She's tuning in
Yeah.
right now from YouTube. Who else is on here? Mr. Robert is on here. What is his nickname?
Uh, 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 Mr. C, Big Daddy C, Big Daddy call you.
All right, Big Daddy.
The daddy.
That's too adorable. Who is this? Cecilia is on here. Hey, Cecilia, thank you for tuning in with us. Y'all are popping. Adija, hey, Adija, haven't seen you in such a long time, Queen. So people are popping in, and we really, really appreciate it. So make sure y'all are sharing it out and inviting people in. And let's talk about, if you are a business owner, let's talk about mindset, right? Because I think the big thing with Soul Food Sheila was mindset. Are you having what mindset discoveries, have popped up where it's like, I really want to do this, but it's maybe because of a fear, or it's because of a limited belief, or what is it? Like, just be vulnerable. So, because you got us here, we can help you because we're from different backgrounds, different professional business backgrounds, and we can really help you. So I'll give you time to get your comments in here. Hey, Marcus popped in. Hi, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. While you giving them time to come in, let me say one that I find to be very active, if I could use that word. People bring this to me all the time. Someone else is already doing it.
Right.
When I start this business, how am I going to start a business when it's oversaturated and someone else is already doing it? So let me talk to that. There are many businesses out there. You are never going to reinvent the wheel. You're never going to be the first one for any. Well, I shouldn't say never, because a lot of people are, but a lot of times the businesses that you want are businesses that's already out there. You just may be tweaking it a little bit, or you changing it up to make it yours. But one thing I would say, I don't care what business it is. If you're not doing it, it hasn't been done, because you're going to do it the way you want to do it. You're going to put that secret sauce in it that you want to put in there. So it doesn't matter how many dating sites are out there, or how many coaches are out there, or how many speakers are out there. It's the way you do it that makes it unique. So don't be afraid to start a business. If you see that that's something needed in the community, start it, hone it into what you want it to be, put your spin on it, your secret sauce on there, and go for it. Make it happen. So I'm just going to put that out there and just lay that real nice, so somebody else can come on in and slather on some mustard, some mayonnaise on that, or whatever, to make it theirs.
I love that. And I train on that we all have like this really special, unique gift, which is your deep proposition. That's that's the name, that's the business term for it, right? And so it's the thing that keeps us from discovering it is just not starting. So the start without the perfectionism, is progress over perfection, is where everything will like birth, all of your gifts with birth. And I used to say, when I started watching Oprah after 30. I wasn't really a big Oprah fan until after 30. And I used to sit and think, like, she always has the most profound things to say, right? She always have the best comeback comments. And I'm like, how do you get to that level? Because at some point she wasn't like that, but because she consistently stayed in it and kept moving forward, she became her gift. So we can really become our gifts if you just don't quit. Okay, let's see what Adija got to say. She says pricing seems to be a little stickler for me right now. Oh, okay. I have to learn not to feel guilty about the price I put on, the value that I bring. Definitely. Anybody want to say anything to that?
You know what? I do understand a struggle with that. So my question to her is, how do you compare it to other event planners? How do you go about coming up with a pricing strategy? That's always my thing. So, what separates you from, another event planner? Is it is it the things that you bring to the table? Is it, all the resources that you bring in? I've always wondered, how do you put a price on something like that?
Yeah. And you know what? I challenge my coaches all the time, who is that? Amazon just went up on their membership prices. Like the increase was like $20. for their annual, and then like $2 or $3 for the monthly. Everybody deserves a raise, and I know Adisha's work, and so what you have to do is you sit down and you write out all of your expenses. You write out your household expenses, your lifestyle expenses, and you get that big ass number right there, right? Then you take that number and then you cross it over to, okay, if I charge anything less than this amount, I'm not going to yield this. So you base to stay in integrity, because I get it, like people who are like really heart centered, and we feel like everything, our gift is free. So we don't do free. In my institute, I teach my coaches, like, you don't do free, because if you do free, then you go out of business, and then your gift, it won't be of a value anymore, because you're gonna be depressed and you're not gonna show up. So figure that out, Adisha. What's your lifestyle, right? And I know you live that lifestyle, and you take that, and then you add a percentage on. You add your unique proposition on, which is about 30%. Like, add that on, and then you divide that out by your different streams of income. So if you have, and that's the other thing I tell my coaches, if you have different streams of income, then it won't look like it's like everything is I got to charge $10,000 or $5,000, but you can really map that out. And so if you have a hard time doing that, I really suggest you hire a consultant or a coach.
Yeah, yeah. And let me just piggyback off of that. When you start doing your pricing structure for your business, you have to be confident in what you have to offer. Because there's going to always be someone out there that's going to try to talk you down on your prices. And you have to be secure in what your price is based on what you have to offer, based on what you say you bring to the table. And when you said, what do you bring to the table? I don't know if you guys are watching TikTok or whatever, but I love that. I am the table.
I saw that one.
So you need to remember that you are the table, and you bring it, and just be secure in what you have to offer. And like LaKendra said, break down that structure process and understand how you coming up with the numbers, because as long as you can show them how you coming up with the numbers, you're good. You're good.
And value, like overvaluing. No one will ever question you. You know what I mean? Like, no one will ever question you when you are overvaluing, when you're really giving, because innately we are people, that serve. We're servants. So yeah. Let's see what Mr. Bradford is saying. Claude, he says, people will pay for great services. You're absolutely right.
They will.
And when you don't show up, when you don't return phone calls, when you don't acknowledge people who are trying to reach out to you, that's not good service.
Ooh, okay. So are we gonna go there? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So something happened today, and I just have to say this: if you're ready to kill your business, don't communicate. Don't communicate. You will kill your business. I don't care if you can't provide what you said you're going to provide. Communicate that to your client, your customer, and let them know. We all human. They know we're human. But when you just leave people ghosts or hanging, your business is not going to last.
It's a kiss of death.
It's a kiss of death.
Kiss the death and just die. Just close the business down.
Yeah, because I think that happens so often. That people don't communicate, or people are so eager to say what they can do and can't do it. It's okay to say, I can't do this, or I'm not set up to do this right now. It's okay, but don't say you can do something or provide something and then you go ghost, or you don't communicate. Then I'm not me personally. I'm not coming back to you for business. I'm gonna try you. I'm gonna try you one time, and once I see that you are not business minded or you can't communicate, I'm done with you. I'm not gonna come back with you. So, Cece, what are your thoughts on that?
You know what? it can be challenging because I think that when you are first starting a business, you really do want to kind of meet the demands. You don't want to turn away business and things of that nature. And a lot of time you're so desperate to get it. I don't mean desperate in a bad way. I mean, you're anxious, you're excited, and you're absolutely right. Being able to stay into your lane. I think I've been guilty of that myself, wanting to please, wanting to be, that panacea, wanting to be the end all to everything. But you're absolutely right, Janetta. You have to know your niche, perfect your niche. And then I think when you're in that lane, you could be much more successful. But a lot of times you spread yourself too thin. Those are some of the reasons why you don't communicate, or you are late in responding and things of that nature. Or you're just afraid to say, I can't do that. Because you're saying, if I say that, then that means that they may walk away and they may never do business with me. So yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. And there is a fine line because you want to exceed expectations and not overpromise. So yeah, I get all of that. It's a fine line. It's, it's a juggling act.
It really is. It really is.
So there is a solution, however, I'm very solution based, and that is you really have to be comfortable with releasing. It was something that I had to learn how to do, because with or without you, your business will grow. Once you put that product out there and people see it, and it takes a life of its own, and it's going to grow like a baby. You can't keep a baby from growing, unless the worst tragedy happens, which is death. So with or without you, your business it's gonna grow, or it's going to die. So you have to be open with delegating. I suggest people all the time, like when your business is growing, like really look at a virtual assistant. I love my virtual assistant. She does a lot, and she probably does more than what she initially did. So she even learned coming in, working with my type of business. But hire a consultant, hire a business coach, hire a mindset coach, like people who can help you kind of compartmentalize and gain some clarity, because clarity is so important. Because what you don't want to do is be so overwhelmed,
where
you get a bad name, because it's easy
exactly
for people to badmouth you, and then it's like if you wasn't strong enough to begin with, then there's a point of no return sometimes, right?
Right. Do we have any more questions out there?
Regina says to create an experience.
I agree with that.
Yeah, give some examples too, Regina, of how you create experience, because it may help somebody else.
Yeah, I agree with that while she's putting out some examples. I agree with creating an experience. And that goes back to the business being yours. It's taking on a life of you, or who you are. You point that into that business because it's like no other. I want to go back to what Cece was saying about when you first starting your business, wanting to do it all. I remember when I first got into real estate, I wanted to do it all. I do commercial and residential, which I do now, but I was gonna extend it all. I was gonna do warehouse. I was gonna do retail. I was gonna do restaurants. I was gonna do this and that, and I just got burnt out. I got burnt out. And I kept going to school and learning classes. And sometimes you can overlearn stuff before you get out there in the real world, and you find yourself, you stumbling over yourself. So I had to learn how to pull back. Now, when I pulled back, I didn't stop doing commercial. I didn't stop doing residential. But what I did was I honed in on my niche. So I have certain niche in commercial that I do. I have certain niche in residential that I do. And that's what people need to realize. You're afraid that somebody's going to throw all these balls up and you can't catch them all. So you have to pick and choose what you're going to catch, and the ones that you catch, you need to be damn good at it. So people can know.
And you know what, JC, I think the toughest thing is really, especially when you start out, is being able to say no.
Yes.
I mean, that can be so tough sometimes because you are wanting to grow your business. And then sometimes when you don't say no, you fail, right?
Yeah.
And you fall
Yeah.
short.
Yeah. But with me, I'm a different kind of cat. I told you guys, I done said no so many times. I done said no so many times. I leave $2-3 million on the table. I'll say no in a minute because if I can't work with you, I can't work with you.
Yeah.
Because my thing is I want to give you an experience.
Right.
Mhm.
I want to know when they come to Janetta, they need to know they come into a professional, someone who's on their game and going to give me experience and not going to
Yeah.
stress me out. And I'm
Mhm.
not going to stress them out.
Right.
And if I feel like I can't do that, I'm going to say, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I'm not the person for you. Let me refer you out.
Yeah, yeah,
And you need to be able to do that in all levels of the game in business.
Yes.
yeah. Because
Absolutely
no
agree.
is a complete sentence.
Yeah.
Cecilia says, yes, it's okay to say no. Listen, we've been in here for 39 minutes. I'm telling y'all, move your fingers. It'll wake up your nervous system. So put some comments, in, like, if this is resonating with you, if this is helping you. If you have anything you want to ask, like, activate your fingers and interact with us, because it'll keep some movement going, because we literally spend half of our day just doing this,
Yeah, we
and
do.
and it's so not healthy, right? So I want y'all to move, like, move it, get up, maybe get up and sit down, because we've really been talking for like 39 minutes. So
And if you don't move your fingers, I'm going to keep grabbing my glass and drinking.
right,
And this
because
is wine.
we're exercising our arm.
Moving your lips, right? There you go. Take a
We're
drink.
definitely exercising our arm. So Rashawn, welcome Rashawn to Exclusive Real Boss Chat with the Boss Ladies of Dallas. We haven't seen you on here in a while. She says, that's my favorite. I always say, come to get the experience. And the experience are phenomenal. Like, I'm always creating experience as well. But what I want to add to that is also, in the process of creating experiences, remember, those people are connecting with you, and now they expect the experience. They expect your next rise. So it becomes very challenging to meet your next level, So just always be kind to yourself as you're growing, because we always want to go to the next level. And sometimes we run into like a roadblock block, because how many experiences can you possibly have? So keep that in mind, to just be patient with yourself, because I am that person that always want to create an experience as well. So when my customers come back, when my clients come back, it's the next level. So that's the reason why mindset is so important. And you have to do your inside work. I don't care. I don't care how genius you are, how cold-blooded you are. If you are not working on your inner self, you're going to fail somebody. You're going to fail your clients, because it's going to be the day that you choose not to show up, that you choose not to return a phone call, that you choose not to answer an email, or, send out an invoice, or, pay your debt. It's so much as an entrepreneur. Don't y'all say the same? It's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. Can I add to what you just said, LaKendra?
Yeah.
When we come to the table, we're going to use the table as an analogy, and show up for our clients. But again, sometimes we can burden ourselves so much we're trying to have perfection.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to remember that we in our business know more than the person that's coming to us for business. So we need to understand that we need to just go ahead and step out there.
Mm-hmm.
And go and move forward with whatever we're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
as we go through the process, yes, we will learn, but they will learn as well. And I think a lot of us make the mistake of holding back and not just stepping forward or leaning in into the business and doing what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we do that, we will see that we again know more than what we think we do at that moment in time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope I explained that, but I think a lot of times I go back to we bombard ourselves in the books and into understanding all the different process and all the different nuance that we miss the big picture, and the big picture is service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the more you serve, like, if you don't go in it like just always with the money mindset, which, like we said, we don't do free, so we encourage that. But if you just go in it with, I'm going to go in it to be the best person that I can be, so I can expand my capacity, expand my skill set, right? And serving this person, I promise you, money will overflow.
Yes.
Because you know what? Word of mouth, I have a word of mouth business and I don't do marketing, but I have a class every time I need to have a class because someone is constantly talking about my business because you have to show up and life is going to happen. So I want to tell y'all that life is going to happen. Tragedy is going to happen.
Yes.
But you have a business and your business has now been dedicated to so many people just waiting on you, and you got to do the work, right?
Yeah. You got
got
to
to do the
serve.
work.
You
Okay,
got to
they
serve.
coming in now. Child Wynn said something that don't woke them up. That they probably got up and did some jumping jacks or something. Let's see. Kayla said, I am the person who is taking extra courses and classes to add more to my business. I still don't know how exactly I'm going to execute my business full throttle. Oh, you know, Kayla, y'all, somebody want to say something to her?
That's when you need a coach.
Yes, you
Well,
do. Yes,
You
you
need
do.
a coach.
yeah, definitely. There are resources out there, coaches that can help you with business plans, coaches that can be there with you side by side. Those types of services are available to you. Just take advantage of it because the likelihood of your coach having had multiple businesses, they know the failures, they know the success. I mean, that just puts you in a better position to succeed. So having those resources and a coach is, I think, critical to any success in business.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted
It's
to
like a
honor.
mentor.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, a mentor, absolutely. I wanted to honor Gerald Andrews here. You know, so I put a star by it so I could come back to him. But yeah, he's saying that he is really happy to see this type of format. It's needed. It is needed because
Yes.
I hate to say it, but
We talked about this last week.
minorities, we are so freaking talented, so freaking gifted, and we kill our dreams off because of two things. One is because of a lack of confidence and belief in ourselves. And two is because of the suffering that we carry that is so, so heavy. And we'll start, but we may have a client that may be difficult and complaining. And that story, that isolated event will take you back. It'll make you have a relapse to something that something mama said, or some type of experience from your childhood. And that's the reason why we fail, and we really don't have a lot of resources. Yeah, we go to school. Like I went to school, but school just don't prepare you for entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. No, school prepare you to go out and get you a 9 to 5 and work for somebody and retire after 30 years if they don't fire you first. Hello, somebody.
Yeah.
So we need to go out there and stop being consumers
Mm-hmm.
and be merchants. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about this the last time we was on here, and we just need to make it happen. We have the tools, and if we don't know how to do it, there's people out there that can show us how to do it. And I mean, we're a huge community. We just need to get up and get moving.
Moving. It's all about execution. I was in my PhD and I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. Like, I don't need another freaking degree. And I dropped out because I was still working for somebody and just trying to make it happen. But the reason that it wasn't happening, Kayla, is because I wasn't moving. You have to start.
Yeah.
Because you have everything you need. I promise you, you do. Yeah, you have to have guidance, just kind of like what Sharicia said. You have to have a mentor, like hire a coach. We have to learn how to invest in ourselves, minority, heart-centered people. Because if you
Yeah.
don't expand and get outside of your comfort zone and just start moving, it's just going to be impossible.
Okay, let me say this. Let me say this, and then CC, you jump in. When you
Okay.
said we have to start investing ourselves, I
Yeah.
think that's our biggest problem. We as minorities do not want to invest in ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about going to get a coach to help, and I mean, I'm sure everybody on this panel have paid out thousands, double digits. I mean, if I tell you how much I done paid out
50
in different
plus.
coaches,
Yeah.
I done bought somebody a couple of cars. Okay. And it's okay. I'm saying that because I grew from that. I learned, and thank God I did. I invested in myself, and we
Mm-hmm.
need to invest in ourselves. We go to 9 to 5 jobs and invest in that company. and
Mhm.
help them grow that company that really is not benefiting us. Yeah, we getting a paycheck, don't get me wrong. And we probably getting a 401k, don't get me wrong. But we're not growing for our generational wealth. We're
Mm-mm.
not growing. So we need to invest in ourselves to learn in order to spread our wings. And we're just so afraid to do that. When people say you need to get a coach, they're like, oh, I don't want to get a coach. I'll just keep reading this book, or I'll go and do this, go do that, or I'll get me a free mentor. You will never grow like that. You're going to grow this much. You're not going to grow to the extent that you need to grow.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get off my soapbox and I'm gonna hand it over to Cericia because she's the because Cerise, me and LaKendra can get on our soapbox and then
We
Cericia
really
zoom
can
in
get
with
on
her
our
little
social.
calmness. So
Yes,
Cece,
because
go
I'm
ahead.
so passionate about business. Yeah.
You know what? I think that investing in yourself is critical. If you don't believe in your dream and your business, no one else is. Support system also. And there are going to be times that you're going to be alone. There's going to be times that you're going to be in the midnight hour. You're going to ask yourself, what am I doing? But you have to have faith, of course, and of course, where my faith lies is in, my Lord and Savior. But you also have to have faith in yourself. And you just kind of have to keep going. And kind of like what LaKendra and Janetta have said, it is about action. And sometimes you just have to jump. You do. And then understanding with that jump that you're going to have a safety net. That safety net could be a coach. That safety net could be, a family support system and so forth. But you are absolutely right. You just have to jump. And I know sometimes, I mean, even today, I still kind of, I doubt, I fear failure, those types of things. If I jump, what, who's going to be there to catch me? But guess what? If you never jump, you'll never even know. So
Yeah.
that's why it's extremely critical to do that ing, take that action, which is what we're called execute moving. Because guess what? Even if you fail, which we all do, guess
Mhm.
what? Just like Janetta said, you get back up, you stand, and you keep moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it going. And when you jump, if you're a shark, jump in there with some more sharks.
That's right.
We all swimming in the same direction. We all going, when you get tired and slow, somebody's going to come up behind you and give you a shove. You're going to have somebody in front of you who's going to lead the way. You're going to have somebody behind you that you're going
Yeah.
to show them the way.
It's going to
That's
come
what
with
it's about.
challenges. It's going to come with challenges. And guess what? There are no promises. Oh, how do you know you can't fly? Exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
exactly right. Spread those wings. That's right. That's why the mother bird, when she kicks that little birdie out of the nest, right? She's doing that because she knows that if she doesn't, he or she will never fly.
Yeah.
So go and take that chance.
He or she
Yeah.
will never fly. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Y'all are doing really well over here. If you are enjoying this and you know somebody that needs this inspiration, right? This business inspiration, go ahead and share this out or tag one of your besties and bring them into the room. Because we're getting ready to go to Janetta. Do you
Yes.
have everybody who has won a gift from us? Can you put gift in the comments if you have won? I mean, these last 5 weeks, I think that we've been on. If you want a gift from us, put a gift in the comment for us so we can make sure that we reach out to you and make sure that we have your correct address before Janetta goes to the post office and mail your stuff out. So how are we? Because Janetta, what are we giving away today?
We're giving away another baseball cap today.
Another baseball cap. Do you want to show them? Oh, there it is. Oh, that is so sexy.
I love
Let me give
that.
you
That
one,
is,
babe.
oh
Get you
my gosh.
one,
I
babe.
want one. Can I win?
And it's isn't
Yes.
that
Love it.
beautiful?
I love it.
Mm. Y'all want me to put it on? I'll
Yes.
I'll I'll give you a fresh one. I have a little head, but
Oh,
Mm,
that's cute.
I love
Ooh,
it.
with the big hoop earrings. Absolutely. Love it.
okay. All
So,
right.
how are we going to give this away today?
Let's see. Well, Cece, you decide.
What do we need to do?
Huh.
What's the
Let's see here.
contest so they
Oh,
can get
can we
ready?
do this in honor of Black History Month?
Okay.
Okay. Who in Black history is going to appear on the quarter?
On the what?
On the quarter.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, the
Who
first
in
one to
Black
answer that. Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. First person who answers who in Black history is going to appear on the quarter.
Appear on the quarter.
Okay,
Yes. The
let's see.
coin.
Let's see. Oh, on the coin, on the quarter.
Yes.
Oh, that is a good
Like
one.
the nickel, the dime, and the quarter.
Okay, so who is it? Let's see who's going to answer that. Until then, let's see what Gerald is saying here. He says, "Love the price setting model. We always undervalue." Yeah, we do. We do, Gerald.
Yes, we do.
And I think we need to talk more about that. I mean, I think we should just have, yes. I mean, an hour where that's all. Yes.
Oh, Deja, was she the
Adina
first
was
one?
first. Kathy, hey Kathy, she beat you.
Hey, Kathy, Adija, Maya Angelou. Is it
That's right.
Angelou or Angelo?
Whatever you
Maya
want.
Angelou.
Angelou, yeah.
Angela.
Okay, so Adija,
I know why the cage bird sings.
you have won this beautiful Boss Ladies of Dallas baseball cap. I will
Yes,
mail it out to you.
and I would love for when you get your package, we would love for you to do what you call it,
Unboxing.
unboxing. Yeah, like go live and do an unboxing and tag the Boss Ladies of Dallas, and like put your hat on, kind of do like a little profiling and styling, and if which when you get your glass, just pour something in it, and record like a little TikTok or a reel or something, and tag us in it.
And hashtag it. Hashtag Boss
And
Ladies of Dallas, and we'll put you up.
yes,
That'll
yes.
be pretty cool.
Kathy says, "Hey, boss ladies, you inspire me."
And you inspire us, Kathy.
Yes, you inspire us too. So listen, we really appreciate you tuning in to the exclusive Real Boss Chat with the Boss Ladies of Dallas. And it has come to the end of the night.
Are we at the end? No, we're at 51 minutes and 38 seconds.
What do you have to say, Janetta? What do you have to say?
Okay, I want to go back to Gerald's comment about the pricing.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, so we have time to zoom in on that. So go ahead, Cece.
Well, you know what I said? I think that we probably do need to just dedicate maybe 1 or 2 hours. I mean, where we talk about, how do you value your product? How do how do you position it correctly to be competitive? I mean, because sometimes are you undervaluing? Are you overvaluing? How do you come to that overall dollar value, right? That's going to set you apart. That's going to keep you in the game. I think that is so critical. I mean, whether it's, selling cookies, whether it's, selling clothes, or, opening up a spa and, boutique and things of that nature. How do you go about setting a value that keeps you competitive and also allows you to be profitable in the process?
I like that. I like that.
I took a workshop on that, so that's something we can definitely come together.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make that happen. Let's set something aside and we can make it happen and announce it to them when we're going to talk about it, because I would love to dig into that, because I mean that's across the board issue that we all have at times.
Yes, it's a struggle too, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like what she was saying. When do you walk away? Am I walking away because I've said this thing is worth $1 million and the market and everybody else in the marketplace says it's only worth, 100,000? How do you price that?
And do you hold on to it because you're not getting your price, and i.e.
Exactly.
now you're not selling it, so it's collecting dust because you're so determined to get your $2 million and nobody wants it for $2 million. So now it's just got cobwebs. So when do you say enough is enough?
Yeah, and I want to just put it out there, like I'm real big on doing case studies, or it's another word, but I think I've drank too much margarita right now, so I'm just going to keep it at case study.
Keep it at case. I'm so glad you said you drank too many margaritas, because I was just looking at myself, and every few minutes I'm like, I just probably look like this girl have nothing better to do but to drink. Okay.
A beta. Always
beta
do
test.
Always do a beta on your audiences and with pricing. I do it all the time, and sometimes I will tell you a beta can last anywhere from 3 months to a year, to just keep testing it. And that's the patience you have to have. And I'm telling you, that's when all your imposters show up, because it's like, damn it, it's like frustrating, because I want to put it out there, but you have to be patient with your baby. It's almost like you're trying to rush your baby to
Don't
walk
do it.
when the baby ain't ready. It's
Yeah.
still crawling. Yeah. Don't entertain Janetta. Like all this laughing that's going on. Don't do it. Because don't entertain Janetta. Don't do that.
Why? Entertain me. I mean, like, really?
Hey, Chanel, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. This is the first time we're seeing you on the
Hi,
XCLUSIVE Real Boss
Chanel.
Chat. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Chanel.
I have really enjoyed the information that was presented in tonight's. Thank you. You're so welcome, Kayla. We really appreciate you tuning in and following us. Make sure you are following us on Facebook and on YouTube and on Instagram, and catch a new episode every Friday, and every other Friday we'll be back here.
And tell all your friends, and please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And please follow us on Facebook and go to what? LinkedIn? No, Instagram. Instagram. Yeah.
Janetta, I just said that. You see what I'm saying?
It's the alcohol. It's the
It's the alcohol, and you see
alcohol.
what the people are repeating you like I'm a different. That she says it all the time.
She says she's a different kind of cat. I am a different kind of cat. Yeah.
Okay, so it is now. Have we come to? Is it the end now or what? Because I don't even want to.
No, it's 55, 56. So we still have some few. You guys are thought provoking. Thank you. Thank you,
Norma.
Norma.
Thank you, beautiful Norma.
We so
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Any last question or comment? And that'll be our last question of the night. Any
Well,
last question?
I want to say hats off and kudos to Miss Sheila for, stepping out there on faith
Mm,
and taking what we gave her from an advice standpoint and applying it to really growing her business.
yeah.
So hats off to her. And it's never too late to start. And it's never too late to be successful. So
Yes.
wonderful job, Miss Sheila.
Yes, and it took a lot of gumption to do what you
It
did,
sure did.
and we are super proud of you. Super, super proud. I can't do all that they doing,
And
but
I
I
saw
can.
her at WinStar the other night.
You saw? Oh, so she's back gambling? That was
Sharicia, don't say that. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe she's gambling reasonably now.
Right. Yeah. I'm just teasing. Miss Sheila wasn't there.
you know what?
Awesome. Love Miss Sheila.
Okay, so we're going to end it with Kathy saying, "Nice job, ladies. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We always have such a good time with you all. If you had a good time today, drop a heart, drop one of those inspirational emojis
Those
in the chat.
nuggets and those nuggets.
Yeah, and your takeaway. So if you took away something that can help you to be, not only a better business person, but also just a better human being. Because one thing I can say is, even in your business, wherever you're suffering, it will show up in your business. So take your heart into your business and not your suffering. So any other questions? Any other takeaways? Y'all want to say anything?
Cece, go ahead and say something.
Oh, no. I always have to go back to, I just had to go back to Miss Sheila, right? Don't gamble on your health or anything like that, but take a chance on your business because you are worth it.
Great. Well, I want to say thank you guys for supporting Boss Ladies of Dallas. We love you guys. We love that you're pouring into us, and we hope that we're able to pour into you. We want to see more minority women
Yes,
businesses,
coming
and
together.
we want to help them. We want to encourage them, and we want to help cultivate them. We want the young ladies to see that there is a different alternative out there in
Yeah.
being a minority woman, and this is just not a reality show, but this is a movement. This is a movement, and we need you guys to move with us to show a different way on how we as minority women succeed in business and in life. So thank you, and we love you guys, and have a great and safe weekend.
And be safe, everyone. We love you. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.